Greetings, hello, welcome, hi. It's your boy Dr. Tune, Doctor of the Tunes, and we're now tuned into another episode of Tune TV. You know what I'm saying? Tune is a rapper, singer, songwriter, producer, DJ, all that in the bag, also a podcaster. And I'm here talking my BS. And we'll get right into the topics without no further ado. All right, so let's start off with rate your BBL. All right, so in local news, we got a Pride Next Door being accused of cheating on Meg with this girl called Jada Kingdom, right? Now, I'm real big on personality, personally, you feel me? Because at this point, everybody can build a body, you know what I'm saying? At this point, everybody damn near look the same, you know what I'm saying? Built the same, of similar manner and whatnot. So at this point, we are asking you, like, there's been a lot of stuff about Meg personality, right? But I don't know nothing about Jada Kingdom. I don't know about Jada Kingdom personality to make it, informed decision. Luckily, it's covering it, you know what I'm saying? Covering the gap, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's her. She looking good, whatever, you feel me? But it's like the way I see it, right, is like, you know what I'm saying? They both look good. You could argue like Jada Kingdom booty bigger. See, Meg booty, got the Jada Kingdom booty. You know what I'm saying? Like that's at most what we saying, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they both like it's real, they both the same color, so you can't give me no colorist arguments, you feel me? I like them darker, some people like them lighter, but hey, more the merrier, that for everybody. You feel me? You could you say he was accused of they got caught cheating, right? Um, Meg's been accused of cheating. I don't know Jada Kingdom's hoe facts, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like the car facts. I don't know her hoe facts. I don't know what, you know what I'm saying. She's accused of stealing somebody, man. Okay. Then maybe that's a thing in and of itself. You find them, you leave them how you found them. That's what they say. But let me know what y'all think personally. You know what I'm saying? This is reportedly, but also I heard this was fake. This is also fake news. This is currently Jada Kingdom is currently who Party is dating. Party Fontaine, Parson Fontaine, right? This is currently who he's dating. So people are just trying to, do the fucking YouTube detective, connect the dots and be like, boom, this is who, you know what I'm saying? This is how they fell out, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know that to be the case. He could have cheated on a whole different girl. He could have done some other stuff. Meg could have cheated. We don't know how their relationship really ended. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes. The only time we really found out what was going on behind the scenes with Meg was in court documents. So everything else to me is just some hearsay, you know what I'm saying, until further notice. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about that. In local news, we have Kai Cenat finishing his stream from 7 Days In.
First day out this bitch. First day out this bitch. Double up.
And I feel like, he made this is a great spike in content. He was averaging like 100K viewers every day. You know what I'm saying? So, people had 60 days in, he did 7 days in, you know what I mean? And, unlike 60 days in that was using real prisoners and exploiting them, not paying none of these people, you know what I'm saying, not helping them on their books, their case or anything like that. This is all entirely fake and for entertainment. So I feel like that there's something to be said about that. People want to criticize Kai Cenat for using his platform to quote unquote promote prison life and prison culture and whatnot for the sake of entertainment. You can make that argument. Okay. But there's also a whole bunch of shows like 60 Days In, like Scare Straight, you know what I mean? And versions of that are using real prisoners. And I don't even know how much bread they getting on the back end for. I don't know if you really making sure them people taken care of. I don't know if you making sure these people are right or not, you know what I mean? But I know for the sake of content, everybody here getting paid, you know what I mean? So hey, it is what it is, cold world. But let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? RDC also joined Kyle on the last days of the 7-day stream, and they looked at Duke Dennis dropping a swanton bomb. He fought it.
Damn again?
They had to all RDC pull up. Now, granted, again, all this is for fake, for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than any other show or drama that had. There's many movies, right, about jail, about people being in jail, right? That's okay. People have fictional books about being in jail. What's his name? Shawshank Redemption. All that is fine. That's all fiction. That's cool. But what Kai Cenat is doing isn't cool. You know what I mean? I just feel like people need to pick a side. You feel me? This is this live stream, and this is just a different version of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And I congratulate him being a trailblazer and really setting the trend on what is entertaining and what isn't. Be entertained. Yeah, he jumped in. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. That's wild. People in comments saying glorifying jail and calling it peak entertainment is the craziest thing I've seen all week. You know what I'm saying? This is mad corny. A lot of people say this turned into a Stanford experiment with the inmates and the wardens. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of the commentary is. Let me know what y'all think. I think it's all entertainment, but I'm an adult and can make an informed decision. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of it from, what I'm saying, most people who watch Kai's streams are children. You know what I'm saying? Most people who consume stream content are children, are minors. So what is their influence? How are they being impacted? How will that turn out? I don't know. You feel me? I don't know how that's gonna turn out, but we gonna keep it pushing. You feel me? Well, I don't know if this is Dilly here. Okay. All right, but yeah, we're gonna keep it moving. All right, so let me see. I ain't talking about that. I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? But Macklemore done came out about that. You dig? All right.
Yeah,
So Charleston White, people be saying protect him at all costs. You feel me? Some people say cancel him at all costs. But regardless, he's out here and not in the best state. He got caught lacking, if you will. So yeah, Charleston White got caught lacking. He got pistol whipped at a barbershop while he's asleep. Now, falling asleep at the barbershop isn't uncommon. It's not recommended because you want to see the person doing your lineup. Make sure you don't fucking up, you're not fucking up your lineup. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if this is real or not. That's another thing. I have the time I report some shit. I'm like, yo, is this real? This really happened? I don't know if this really happened, but this is what Charleston White has gone through thus far.
Got attacked by Kelvin Spencer, asleep in the barber chair, hit me upside the head with a no. I'm on my way to
with the blicky
hospital now. I'm on my way to the hospital right now. I'm in ambulance right now. PD. Yeah, he caught me asleep in the chair, man. Hit me across the head with the gun. I called him a snitch when Twisted Black came home.
Okay, so that is the reason. He knew the exact person. He called him a snitch, and then yeah. Okay, so this is the issue, right? Charleston White, bro. Chickens are coming home to roost. He has been standing on business, quote unquote, for a while now. When people try to confront him when he is in his right mind, he tends to carry himself pretty well. He, quote unquote, knows how to move. But everybody get caught slipping, and that's why it's real important to not create enemies, not to beef in general, because if you do, you are liable to get caught lacking. And this is what he was doing in this case. Charleston White was got caught lacking, got pistol whipped in his sleep, and now he calling the cops. You know what I'm saying? He is Stang Meaner incarnate. You know what I'm saying? In many regards. But also, Charleston White has said something negative, terrible, and very offensive about every person at this point. Every creed, color, nationality, version of people he has said something negative about. And because of that, that's probably going to create him a lot of enemies that we are probably going to see in the future. This probably isn't the first or last time that he's going to deal with stuff of this nature. Let's move on. That's how they said they caught him lacking. Man, that's tough. They said Uncle when he woke up in the chair and this with the throbbing well on his head. Yeah, that's what was him. He was tight. Okay. All right, so how the goons was taking turns waxing Charleston Chrome Dome.
Today I will show you how to smack a ball. Okay. Are you ready? Yes, sir. Okay. So first you bring your head. Sit the fuck down.
Yay, wildin', bro.
Somebody had to be sacrificed. Huh? You did it? Smack.
All right, so speaking of Fat Boy SSE, he's been in some controversy as well. Let me see if I can find a version of that for you guys. All right, so let me see if I can stop the share. All right, so Fat Boy SSE, real known for the Cloud era version of skit comedy, has been now in a certain trouble because of a domestic violence situation that he has been in. All right, so he wanted to get his key from his girl, right? I think, that's not his girl, that's his wife, right? So he has a legal wife, and they were arguing, right? And then I think they're trying to They're trying to break. He just wanted his key back, like you know how people break up and they say, "I want my this back, I want my that back, I want this back." He wanted his key back, right? So, this is him in 4K. You know what I'm saying? We caught him in 4K, and this is what he was doing at the time.
That's how you. What you mean? Bye, bro. Give me that key, bro. Call him and tell you call your Uber. Give me the key. All right, nigga.
I don't have to. If you touch me again, my nigga, you're going to jail, bro.
And that is true. He shouldn't have touched her. He should have just let it go and then called the cops and said, "I have reported stolen property. I would like my property get, retrieved back to me." And should have did it like that. This way wasn't the best way of doing it. Let's continue. Reader discretion advised.
What you talking about?
Bitch, you're going to jail.
What you talking about?
We're done. We're over this shit.
What you talking about?
We're done. You could go.
Hey, give me the key. Give me my mother key, bro. Give me my mother key, bro. You weirdo.
I'm not giving you nothing. I'm not giving you
You have somebody come get it for you?
Yeah.
Bro, stop playing with me, Tiana.
And at that point, he should have walked away. I agree. At this point, he said, "Should I get somebody to come get it for you?" She said yes. He should have left, right? Now, I understand the paranoia of somebody that you have a falling out with, and they have access to your personal belongings in your personal space. That might have been not even his key. He said that's his mother's key, implying that's the key to his mother's house. So that's, another thing. You're not even you getting, in a situation that might be, somebody you deeply care about, your relative, your mom. So I don't condone what happened, but this is what continued to happen.
Bro, you say you really think you like that, bro? Like, for real. Give me the key,
You have
bro.
to take me to the bitch house.
Like, give me the key.
You start fucking out. You're weird, bro. Guys, I don't want the cops to come.
Yeah, so this would be qualified definitely as assault, even though he didn't physically put hand to face and smack. He had a tussle and then threw her to the ground. That's assault. So he probably gonna have to fight that. Out in the or maybe cops never came and nothing ever happened. I don't know. So this is him after the fact, copping pleas, right? Because academics is which will feed into my next topic. But yeah, this is him copping pleas on academics newer podcast. I think it's called it's still Everyday Struggle. Then he has not Everyday Struggle. What's it called? Off the Record. Then he got another one called Comment Section. He's trying to do the network thing, trying to be on his Joe Budden shit. But yeah, this is him copping pleas, and this is Wack 100 trying to console him, which I think is just hilarious. Wack 100 trying to console homie, like, bro, get your artist Blueface, bro. He wilding out in the street, but hey, man. So this is him copping pleas,
and I'm gonna be here. Fat Boy, did not call you?
Yep, you called me.
I said, listen, I want to get a heads up. I turned the money down. I don't give a fuck about it. But I want to let you know that there's some shit circulating where people are trying to insinuate some things and put some propaganda.
They're trying to call me a woman abuser and all this shit. That's
he did do the assault. We caught you at 4K, buddy. I ain't gonna lie. Now, people understand that you're understandably upset, but how you chose to handle that was not the way to handle it. You know what I'm saying? So
it ain't the case. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't know his history also that prior to that. I don't know him to be having an abusive record. So, also that should be acknowledged.
I wanted my key. I wanted the key that belongs to me. I did not hit this girl. I did not put my hand, nothing.
What's the situation?
That's a lie. That's not true. Because we caught you for it, man.
Should know because
of the video you seen.
What's the situation like? So obviously,
yeah. So he's even referencing the video that we saw, and he's like, "You did put your hands on it. You did do that. You did." I'm not saying you was Ray Rice and Shorty, but you did.
See, there's some situation going on with you and. I think
look at Troy Ave. Troy Ave look face, bro. He looking like a demon over here, just bro. What's wrong with this man, Troy Ave? He's like, bro. He can't believe he's still free and alive.
Your wife? Are you still married?
Yeah.
Are y'all married?
We married, legally married.
You got 2 or 3 children?
3 children.
3 children. Gotcha. So you emotional now?
I'm not emotional.
It's your wife.
I'm not emotional.
Okay.
He literally being emotional right now, babe. I'm accused of doing, not accused. I've been a person in a moment of being emotional that denies being emotional. I'm sure everybody else has been there too. I'm not emotional. I'm not crying. You're crying. We've been there.
I already
because I had
that's your wife.
I've been through a lot of shit. I'm not, and I know what type of person I am. I am a fucking vicious dog.
That is your wife, bro.
Oh yeah, we know you was vicious. Yeah, we know. So I can never say that's it clear in the air. It's funny as hell because what did that explain? What did you clear? What did you? Yeah, so that was that on that. But Academics has been in some hot water now recently as to him beefing with Saucy Santana and whatnot. So he's been going back and forth with that person, and I showed y'all last week it culminated into Saucy Santana saying that like he was gonna get them buns, you know what I'm saying? He was gonna take it from homie after he beats him up. So this was his response to that. And for those y'all don't know, Academics comes from a Jamaican background. If y'all know how Jamaicans feel about that whole situation, let me show you that. All right, so this is him. He had him in tears.
I'm not trying to get canceled to fuck up what we got going on. I'm never trying to get canceled. Say the wrong thing. I know what we got going on. I love it.
He's fighting back tears. You see it in his eyes.
I'm trying not to get canceled, but this shit does bother me.
Let's look at that ass too, like y'all. Oh man.
Yeah, I tried to lighten it
Put it
up.
like,
but,
chat. Just put it like this, bro. With everything we've talked about, bro, I've never cared about. I don't care what rapper got at me, bro, ever. But like, really, there's certain shit I really don't fuck with in my life, and I would never do. But like, I gotta sit here and act like I know I'm in America. I gotta sit here and just act.
Look, see, I'm in America. I got it because he's Jamaican. You know what they do to people like that. Awful, egregious things that they shouldn't do, and he's used to that culture. So he comes to America, and they not for that, and now he has to deal with that. You feel me? There are some double standards, of course, but hey, look at him, bro.
Like, I don't fuck with certain shit. I would never like it.
My nigga's so angry right now. He would have cried. That's the type of anger. Right?
See, and now look, he's in shambles now. You feel me? And that's why certain things you gotta leave him alone. You feel me? He didn't want to do that. So people have reported on since then, clowned him, roasted him, putting him through the ringer, as is no duh. Of course that's gonna happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you in tears on the internet. I'm saying, you're supposed to stand strong, stand bold. You feel me? Queen Latifah came out against homie. Said something like this here. What she said? Yeah, she came out and said this stuff. I'm gonna show y'all. And for those of y'all listening, I'm gonna read it out for y'all. All right, so it's crazy to me how DJ Academics is crying, scared to say anything to Saucy Santana because he's a gay man and he's scared of getting canceled, quote unquote, but has said some of the most outlandish, vile, disrespectful, and demeaning things to Black women with absolutely no fear whatsoever. Brings me back to Malcolm X quote: "The most disrespected, unprotected, and neglected person in America is the Black woman." That's is in America is the Black woman, right? So that was her perspective. And now you got, what I'm saying, the most unexpected person I thought would jump in is now Dr. Umar playing Peacekeeper on top of all this, Joe. He's saying, bro, he had to play Peacekeeper. That's how you know it's getting wild when you got Dr. Umar coming in to save the day, right? I don't think Dr. Umar had to come to save the day, right? You know what I mean? That's what I at least expected to come out of this person beef. You know what I'm saying? Queen Latifah, that's out of nowhere, but it could happen. I can see that happening, bro. Old heads have been coming to act because they feel like he don't respect the, the old head culture and whatnot. You feel me? But now you got Umar coming out and saying this on top of all that other shit. Look at this.
And according to what I've been told, Saucy Santana said that if he wins the fight with DJ Academics, if Saucy Santana wins the fight,
Dr. Umar got to repeat it himself 2-3 times to get his point across. You feel me? That's him being a pastor in his mind.
With DJ Academics, if Saucy Santana wins the fight with DJ Academics, he gonna clap.
See, it's not for me. I ain't even pausing, yo. It glitched on me just because I don't want to play it.
His cheeks.
Yikes. Look, you keep pausing. They don't want me to play the rest.
I don't want to see no man getting his cheeks clapped. I don't want to see no violence.
Look, you know what I'm saying? We should come together as this is a black people conversation. All right. So people in the black community, right? I feel like we should come together and embrace our rainbow and fairy folk. You feel me? We need to come together and get everybody a hug and let's be just all pro-black together. You know what I'm saying? From the Africans to the African Americans, from you know what I'm saying, the LGBTQ to the cisgendered and the trans. Everybody should just come together. You know what I'm saying? Our Christian and our Black Israelite and our Muslim brothers. Everybody should just come together as a black people. That's what I would like. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would like to happen. You know what I'm saying?
I think DJ Academic should go ahead and apologize for what he said to the City Girls. And maybe Mr. Santana can apologize to DJ Academics for threatening to clap his cheeks. We need peace. And
he said we need peace at us. All right, and yeah, let me go on personally like apologize to City Girls, specifically JT. I was like City Girls are untalented, right? And that was I feel like even if they do have writers and people behind them and they are a creation, you know what I'm saying, they're an industry plant creation. I do feel like JT, at least of the City Girls, tries her best to be an artist, be featured, and tries to put out music. Carisha, you could say, okay, she's not that serious, right? She want to be, you know, Diddy's girl, and she got a podcast, which I still feel like that's a talent. Talking to people is a talent. Interviewing people is a talent. And she does work and put out decent podcasts. Now, is she over-nominated and a little propped up by RuPaul? Yeah, of course she is. You're like, let's be real. But how many rappers have their own podcasts, you feel me, that are still trying to rap and do both things? You know what I'm saying? Just Yachty, really, right? You know what I mean? So I just want to give that, you know, a thing. Yeah, her having her own media arm and having a platform for other female rappers to come on and talk about, you know, their girl business. You feel me? I feel like that's something that I should, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Carisha doing that. And that's like, you know what I'm saying? Even though they may have came in as a creation, they chose to create them, continue to be artists and be artistic in their own type of way. So, you know what I mean? So, not so much on City Girls, you know what I'm saying? I need to apologize. Not so much, you feel me? So, because, yeah. All right, so, moving on. Wait, there's some more. There's some more. Because now, on top of all that other stuff that I just said, so Academics done brought Wack 100 in. He done brought Wack 100 in to be like, yo, can I get the the gay homie to jump in for you, to fight for you? Like, all right, so yeah, I found it. Yeah, I was like, okay, so on top of that, so instead of peace, this is what Dr. Umar wanted. He wanted peace, right? So we're not getting that. We're getting Wack 100 calling in the gay bloods. I don't know, bro. Let me just go.
Santana said something to bro. He can't deal with that. I need you to run the fade for me tonight. Cause he gay, and you know, if we say something, we gonna get in trouble. Tonight, you openly gay. Can you run that fade?
It's like the equivalent of like if you have a girl, if you dealing with a shorty who like a little crazy, she feels like she could put her hands on a man. You then like you call your cousin, you call your sister. Is you call your sister, your older sister, come beat up your ex-girlfriend. Because you can't, I'm not fighting a girl. I'm not doing that. So I'm going to call my cousin. I'm going to call my female friend. I'm going to call my dyke friend who's swoller than me to come beat up female. This is what that is giving, bro. And I think that's like, you could have just chose to talk, have him on the interview and try to, you know, you could have been on like Carisha's podcast with Saucy Santana, and then y'all could have podcast swapped or something. Y'all could have had to talk. And if it got spicy, y'all would have been another viral content that could have been a debate. This going about like this, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It don't sit really right with me, but let me know what y'all think in the comments.
First of all, I'm bisexual. Nigga, I run that shit here.
And that's what he did say. Hey, I'm bisexual. People didn't make that differentiation. You know what I'm saying? Also that they be saying like, all right, boom, like if you gay, you gay, right? If you like any man, you're gay. But like there's people like Trey Melvin and people who are like openly bisexual. I like men and women, right? And they're not accepted in either community for real. I feel like that should be acknowledged. But you know, hey, that's neither here nor there. That's not even my conversation to have. I need to have like an alphabet community correspondent to really have a deep dive about this conversation, because I don't feel like I'm ready for that conversation. But you know, continue.
Oh yeah, hey, tell that nigga to take them nails off and put some boxing gloves and don't get no blood on me, nigga. That's all.
So you listen. Saucy Santana said something to bro. Tag dude.
Yeah.
They're not gonna run the fade.
All
That's
right,
it.
bet.
Yo, Saucy, no more coming at act.
007.
They're not my nigga from Clubhouse. He running the fade. They're
There we
not.
go.
Let them know what your tag is in case they want to look you up.
I bet it's at DONAT007. Holla at your boy. We can do this shit, bro. No talking. I don't even want to hear that shit. Let's get it. Let's get it done. These niggas do too much talking on the internet.
Perfect.
If I don't research, ain't nobody.
That's insane, bro. He said too much talking on the internet. You are also talking on the internet. That's my thing. Like people be saying, like, "Oh, you talking too much on the internet. You talking too much on the internet." We are all on the internet talking. Who isn't on the internet talking? I'm on the internet talking. You on the internet talking. I'm commenting about niggas commenting about each other on the internet. We're all on the internet talking. You feel me? More times than not, we not about to see each other in real life. More likely than not. You feel me? And that's just what it's gonna be. Wacko 100 gets a high-ranking member of the agency. See, look, even this caption is nuts. A high-ranking member of the agency on the line who says he's down to fight Saucy Santana. I'm dead. You lining up or one? Thank you, Unc. That's crazy, bro. This look at academics. He feel like he doing so. Look at it. He's like, yes, I've handled the situation. What PR can say anything about me now?
Gonna do it, but so let's get this shit done, right?
There it go. They're not good looking out. Act gonna tag you. We gonna put the play together and we gonna run it.
All right, bro. So that's that on that, right? So let me know what y'all think about that. You feel me? I thought we could, be more mature as people. You feel me? We could come together more as people and we could, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it's happening, right? So in local news, right? If you are tapped into Israel Palestine, which I told y'all need to look up what y'all talking about. But it's been a year since, like, if y'all into basketball, that Kyrie was talking about the whole Black Israelite stuff. That was a big issue. Like he, Black Israelites came out to party and all that. You feel me? Because of this documentary that he had put out, and you feel me. So a year ago, this is what the Nets has said, and people who are pro-Israel be saying, like, the Nets are showing no tolerance for hate. We can't pick and choose when one stand against violent injustice. Kyrie hopped on the trend of being quote unquote anti-Semitic and put in his place, and he was put in his place quickly. I hope he opens his eyes beyond the conspiracy theories he spreads and can educate himself. Right now, that was a year ago. Right now, in that same, in that same breath, we got Macklemore over here, right? And let me see, actually, because I don't want to see, some people be posting, the war footage. I ain't trying to do that to y'all. You feel me? All right. So this is what Macklemore is saying, and and I'm just commenting on who's allowed to say what and who gets commented about what, and that's all I'm saying, right? So this is what Macklemore said, and it's funny who gets the applause and who gets the shame. That's all I want to point out.
First and foremost, this is absolutely beautiful to observe today.
Yeah, it's November, national shutdown for Palestine. They said that's it's a free Palestine rally in DC. This is where he's at. He's talking at Pro. When has he dropped the album recently? I don't know. I haven't been tapped into Macklemore, but hey, this is what he's doing.
I didn't expect to be on a microphone, but there are thousands of people here that are more.
Look at homie doing sign language, bro. Look at homie doing sign language over here. Yo, you know what's mad funny, bro? They don't talk about how, like, in movies, they don't have no translators for sign language. They have no. If you ever watch a movie has to do with sign language, they have like no translators for that, like, at all, and no one ever talks about that. Like, I don't know, bro. They need to do that. But anyway, this is Macklemore talking about whatever he talking about, bro. And somebody invited him to a rally, and somehow he's what I'm saying, like, I don't know, bro.
More qualified to speak on the issue of a free Palestine than myself. But I will say this. They told me to be quiet. They told me to do my research, to go back, that it's too complex to say something, right?
And I do feel like a lot of people should actually do their research, and they should actually research, because, the history of Israel's formation, if you had just look up that, you would have a lot more context into why this conflict is happening the way it is, why people are so polarized one way or the other. And yeah, that's how I personally feel. You feel me? And then you would have more of a room to speak on if, you are, pro-Israel or pro-Palestine.
To be silent in this moment. In the last 3 weeks, I've gone back and I've done some research, and I'm teachable. I don't know enough, but I know enough that this is a genocide.
So yeah, that's him speaking. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to speak on too much on the conflict because it's war, and I'm anti-war, and I'm pro-ceasefire. That's me. I'm anti-war, and I'm pro-ceasefire. That's how I feel about wars in general. I'm anti-war. But I brought up the Kyrie stuff, and I brought up the Macklemore stuff to see the dichotomy, right? If Kyrie was on that same platform, right, would he receive that same applause, or will people be saying the same level of positivity, like, oh, he's speaking out for the people? No, they called him a conspiracy theorist. I think that's weird. Who's allowed to speak on certain things and who isn't allowed to speak on certain things? I just think that's interesting, and yeah, I just wanted to comment on that because it's like, bro, like, you would not let Kyrie Irving get this off, right? You would tell him to shut up and dribble. You're not telling Macklemore to shut up, go write a rap. You congratulate Hobie. Oh, he's so brave. I've done my research. What research did he do, bro? Do you look up the Suez Canal? Like, look up the population of Gaza, and man, listen. So that's how I feel personally, bro. And yeah, so yeah. That's how I feel. But we're gonna get back to some goofy doofy news in terms of, remember Sam Bankman-Fried, y'all? Yeah. Well, Sam Bankman-Fried is back. He's finally got his sentence. They finally are judging him with the judgment of Christ. You feel me? No jokes applied, because I just was like, no pun intended. Okay, so so Sam Bankman-Fried, former CEO of crypto exchange FTX, right, have been found guilty of all charges. He faces up to 150 years in jail. The sentencing date is March 28th, 2024. 150, yo, they all set homie right next to Bernie Madoff, bro. He never coming out to see the daylight, bro, and he was really thinking like, oh, I paid this bread, everybody got me, everything gonna be straight. No, bro, you gave money and they took your money and they ran off with it, like straight like that, bro. Like, we not connected to you no more, bro. I don't care who you gave money to, bro. It's a wrap. As soon as you hot, bro, as soon as it was hot, bro, they let him go like a bad habit, man. They really like dropped homie, and I think that part is hilarious to me. Like, he really thought that, oh, I give all this fake money out, I do all these pyramid scheme, and I'm gonna get away with it too. No, bro. If he really wanted to get away with it too, he would have ran. And he didn't run. He went and did a fucking tour. Y'all remember the fucking social media tour? He was on this person network, that person network, this person show, that person show. He was on every cable network thinking he was doing something. That's hilarious, bro. Yeah, bro. He is a scammer, bro. He a scammer like Caesar Pena, bro. You feel me? Like, all these people be scammers and get away with it. People talk about golden age of this, that, third, golden age of rap, golden age of music, whatever. This is the golden age of scamming. Let's be very real. This is the golden age of scamming. If you a scammer and you not up, that's all you, bro. And I'm not even condoning scam because I think it's unethical. I feel like stealing people's money is unethical. Like, all that is immoral and you shouldn't do it. You should find a legal way to make money and all that junk. But hey, man, golden age of scamming, bro. People is getting caught this way, that way. All your grandmas and grandpas be falling for this scam and that scam. You feel me? The internet is still not new, but if you're not on the cutting edge of that junk, like how certain people be like me when I was into software engineering, or other people who be deep in the crypto, if you're not on the bleeding edge of the news junk, you are liable to get scammed because you are going to get told some information like, oh, this sounds like a get rich quick scheme. And that's actually, I like what this is sounding like. I feel like I'm going to make some money. And then, also the economy's bad, so people are more likely to fall for the whoop-de-wop. And, you know what I'm saying? Not a good situation for anybody. You feel me? So, hey, beware, be scared. If it sounds too good to be true, probably is. Also, don't give away your bank information. Don't give away your social security number. Don't give away your address. Don't give away your email. Unless, you know what I'm saying, You trust the person, even if you do trust them, don't double think that. Should I give this person my information? Probably not. Amen. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. But I'm happy he's in a blunt and smoking on it. There's plenty of other people who be scamming. Like, you know who's next? CZ. I see you, bro. CZ next, bro. They gonna catch him too. They catching all the crypto people. Meanwhile, crypto up. I think Bitcoin up and junk like that. And I find it interesting, right? It was going through all these dips and shit when all these people were getting caught red-handed scamming, right? And as soon as all these reports are coming out, and these people are basically getting arrested, silenced, or assassinated, or getting the fuck on. Now magically, Bitcoin is coming up. I wonder who. I wonder how. But yeah, those are just some questions I got for y'all. I'm happy we see he's in a blunt, bro. So yeah. But yeah, speaking of Cesar Pena, his brother, he has a brother, which I didn't know. So Cesar Pena has a brother. His brother was went up at Joe Budden because Joe Budden was talking about the situation with DJ Envy and Joe, and he was just chilling outside either a club or a restaurant, and he pulled up on Joe Budden on some weirdo shit like this.
That's Joe Budden. You see the word. What up, man? Picks up.
And I feel the same way. Get your phone out my face. I'm just trying to smoke a cigarette. Niggas can't even smoke a cigarette nowadays without the cloud demons coming. I told y'all, cloud season.
Peaks up. What's up? What's up?
People also was accusing Joe of cheating with the girl, but that girl is his friend. He has female friends that he not dating. His girlfriend cleared it up. So yeah, just also keeping that out there for y'all.
Joe Buttons, what's up, Buttons? What's up?
This has to be the most corny stuff ever, bro. If you really felt away, I damn sure wish you had just swung on homie, bro. Because like, bro, what is this? Like, what is the point of you doing like this shit? Like the whole shit with it's Joe Buttons. I see your buttons. It's Joe Buttons. Like, I think that's the corniest thing you can do, right? And yeah, so Lil Boom said, see a op and pull your phones out. How much lamer can you get? And this is not even Cesar Pena. This is the brother Cesar Pena. Yeah.
The pizza? That's Joe Budden. You see the word. What up?
So yeah, so that was that, right? And then Joe Budden later goes on his podcast to talk about it because that's what people do nowadays. They got their little platform, and everybody has a platform, and we all like to talk about things that happen to us on the internet.
And who them niggas beat the other night that they shouldn't beat?
The Clippers.
Oh yeah, it was a good game. Wednesday. Oh, it was.
Yeah, if you were watching that Lakers Clippers game, yeah, they shouldn't have won that game back.
This nigga roll over to the spot. Totally empty, completely.
Oh, it's empty.
Completely empty. Wednesday's like the only night where it's gonna be completely empty.
So we had the spot on a Wednesday. Yeah, on a hump day, it should be empty. So he really think he could just chill, hang out with his friend, eat some food.
Monday is Monday Night Football. Tuesday, niggas still be trying to be lit. Tuesday and Wednesday be slow. So it's completely empty in there. Me and Big Mo, shout out to Mo. Salute.
Shout out to Mo.
Me and Big Mo roll up in there, sit down and, sit at the bar. Actually, the bar is crowded. So now I sit all the way by the bathroom for the viewing audience at home. That is the corner. That's the
yes. So that is true. Like, normally if you sitting by the bar and the shit in the back, like that shit in the back. So he also was trying to be out the fuck away so people don't notice him, and whatever.
Cut away from things so you can't be seen and all of this yada yada yada. So me and Mo sit there, we chilling. About who them niggas pod, and they know that Mo is not my girl.
Yeah, one or the
other.
True.
So you got to cop please. I'm not cheating. He has to cop please. He to preface everything.
And the waitress says, flipping New Jersey. Now I say, I only know one flipping New Jersey.
Right.
Oh shit, maybe Caesar's up in here. So I get up. I go outside to this little smoke section where I could see a little down the, and I don't see it.
All right, so he went out to smoke the scope because the waitress was putting him on game like, hey, flipping New Jersey, probably. You feel me? I think I seen da. So then he goes out The smoke.
I don't see nobody, right? So then she gives a description. No, it's a nigga with a scully and glasses. He's not white, but he's not black. He's
something in the middle.
something.
She gave a description of the person that sent the drink.
Yes.
But the person is not.
Oh, he got sent a drink. Okay. He got sent a. This is even more weird, bro. So on top of like went outside for a smoke, he got sent a drink by dude. On top of that, that's strange, bro. People are weird. This is some stalker behavior, bro. People are strange. Yo.
Physically inside.
It's not Caesar.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, but
it's
he's
not Caesar flipping New Jersey.
Flipping New Jersey, yeah,
So
Caesar.
to me now, this is just like a weirdo fan.
Yeah, being funny. You got it.
Somebody trying to
being
play.
funny. Cool. Or maybe somebody really likes Mo pod.
Daddy said, or my friend.
And they know that Mo is not my sending a drink and he's keep getting up and going over and he got some people with him and just be careful.
Okay, so now he's getting a warning like, hey, homie got the people with him and all that shit. On top of all that shit, like, okay, so this is getting strange. Like, yo, people need to chill out with this internet shit, cause bro, the wrong person on the wrong day, he could have got clapped. You know what I'm saying? He was running up on, if he had ran up on Joe Budden like that, and if it was in a different state, because New Jersey ain't like that. But if he was in Georgia, he couldn't gotten clapped for real. You feel me? So people need to be careful, bro.
I said, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Then his friend gets up and he's walking. He keeps walking. He positions himself at the corner of the bar. What I'm telling you is it was a lot of wacky, like goofy shit going on in there. But now the Lakers was getting smacked. And now I done look up and they done came back. I'm glued to this shit. And
see, that's another thing. See, if you got the game on, you could have ops around you, but the game is on. And the Lakers are coming back. Maybe I might just ignore this. It'll go away. That's what he was thinking.
as soon as they go into overtime, we're going to overtime. Them motherfuckers in the spot hit all the lights. Click, click, cut the TVs off. Bong! Everybody out!
Damn. So I'm watching the game. You don't clip it on, bruh. I'd be tight. That would have me tight as fuck.
Oh, you motherfucker. You got to be kidding me. But that's cool. Everybody out. It ain't but 5 people in here. See, that's the other thing. These clips say somebody pulled up on me. No, these goofy niggas was just in here. Hey, wait.
Okay, so that clip was also out of context because not like they pulled up on him. They was there being weird for the majority of the time, which I feel like he should have left. But hey, bro, he's watching the game, so I understand.
Pulled up. They was here.
Gotcha.
So everybody got to get out. These 2 goofy niggas sending a drink and he's keep. You're smoking. You're smoking again. All the news is that and getting up and going over. Who's that girl? Fuck my safety.
and the other one was, did this nigga put a lit cigarette in his pocket?
Like magic.
He did do that.
Like magic. I had to watch it back.
I watched it back.
I'm smooth.
Oh, did he really?
That's how much that nigga was pissing me off. But anyway, like the cig, these niggas come out and they just standing there looking like they waiting for the Uber. It's 2 niggas. Non-threatening looking niggas. Like, I still don't know who this dude is. So they stand there, he pulls his phone out, and that's what you hear. Buttons. Yo, please don't tape me. Please don't tape me, like you saw. Okay. Hey, Mo, you walk inside. So Mo walks inside. I hit so comes, but I walk out, and I have a few words with him and them.
How many dudes was it?
All the news.
I agree.
He almost got himself in a pickle.
Do you feel like you always got him in the pickle? I don't know. I mean, hey, what was Joe gonna do? But he could have. Listen, under the wrong situation, he could have got clapped. So people need to watch out when people be running up on people doing that weird shit. Like, shit could go left. You feel me? That's what I feel like. People don't be talking about that enough. People want to do shit for the camera. People want to do shit for social media content. People want to do shit. He felt like, oh, I'm doing this for my brother, whatever. That ain't the move because your brother got a case and they gave him a real estate RICO. So now I'm gonna go for real estate RICO to RICO because now you're trying to, harass somebody. Like, listen, it's y'all niggas need to chill out. It's shit getting out of hand, bro. Let's be real.
That was a real pickle. He almost got himself.
I agree.
Yeah. So that's the news with that. And yeah. So in other news, you know what I'm saying? We got a oh shit, wrong thing. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, we got a We got Nicki Minaj talking about this meme. Who is she reacting to? We don't know. You feel me? People say it might be Meg because Meg dropping some new shit. People think it might be like Cardi. I don't know, bro. Like, so people are talking about that. Who is he talking? Who is she talking about? I don't know. So let me know what y'all think. I don't know who, you know what I'm saying. If y'all, you know what I'm saying, if y'all tapped in, let me know. Cause I don't know what the fuck going on. You feel me? I'm not in the female beef. I'm not into it. Every once in a while, when it comes upon my timeline, I look. But Nicki Minaj be having her own web of shit. You know what I'm saying? She has her own universe that she occupy, and she be doing like code language to her fans and all type of shit. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all talking about, bro. All right, so that's that with the Knicks.
I'm saying I might as well do that.
All right, so this is what Offset is talking about. He said Cardi helped him write some lyrics. Let me see what he is talking about. And do you believe it? Also, that do you believe this? I don't know. Let me know.
Wifey helped me on this verse, on the second verse, because I call this when people understand on the female shit. I'm gonna call my wife, and she gonna give me what the girls want to say. Like she gave me the Chanel bar, because she like girls they hang with girls that got Chanel's want to post that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Giving me that game. And it's like, we ain't thinking no shit like that. And she like, no, the first verse I cut, she like, no, it's too like sexual for this record. Like, this ain't about the bitch. This is kind of like some player shit. You trying to get out of like, so she gave me like game on the female shit. Cause that's what we call shit. It's female record.
That's dope to hear, man.
Give me some game. I need to say so.
I guess I mean technically she A&R, and I mean really she helps you.
She executive produced it.
Pushing you. That ain't good enough.
Give her a writing credit.
Yeah, that ain't it. Take this. I don't like this verse, man. I want to feel good when I hear the verse. You talking to the girls? So stay on. I'm saying.
All right, so yeah, I'm asking like, do y'all believe that that's what she's doing, or is this propaganda? Because Cardi's known to not write. She's known to have a team of writers and songwriters and producers and everybody to manufacture, Bodak Yellow, all this shit. She ain't a writer. And she also has been, very vocal about saying, I'm rich. Why do I give a fuck about this? At the third, I'm up. It worked. Regardless. You can say I don't write all day. You can say all this shit about me. But regardless, I got this money. And I'm up. So do you think the Offset is, protected his woman? You feel me? Or is he you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Is he what do y'all think? You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think. Is this like is this PR? Is he running PR for his wife? Or did she really write the shit? You know what I'm saying? I could see it going both ways for real. Like, I don't know what's truth, what's fact, what's fiction. You feel me? But I can see it going either way. You feel me? I can see it going one way or the other. But let me know what y'all think. Because he also said either in this interview or another one that he is about to drop another tape in like February. Yeah, so this is according to the NFR podcast, which is also probably taken from the interview that he did with Eat Bro. So yeah, boom. So he said he was going to drop, you feel me? He said he's going to drop another project and his son is going to be involved. So, now everybody kid going to be in the rap. You feel me? So yeah, this is on TMZ and shit. And yeah, this is what we talking about. So yeah. There's that with that. Let me know if you really gonna drop or not, or what y'all think about this, that, or the third, and all that. But yeah, I don't know what to feel about this shit for real. All right, so in other type of news, we got Playboi Carti coming out the fucking vampire cave, coming out the goddamn abyss, the abyssal vampire nigga coming out, and saying like he been recording, he been doing this, he been doing that. So I don't know if he actually gonna drop. That's what it really come down to. Are you actually going to drop music, bro, or are you just talking about what you're doing? Because he been talking about I've been here, I've been there, I love being here. All right, so he's saying this. All right, so Playboi Carti thinks his next album will be his best. He said, I probably be saying the same thing. I'm not dead, this album right here is, I say it with everything, but I think it's gonna be my best album because I'm popping it. It starts with music. That's it. All right. So he's been in a lot of recent controversies with his girl. I think he was caught, slapping up his girl that was pregnant or whatever, and he had an issue with the opium label with the I think what's it called, the homicide gang niggas doing weird shit. And he's also pushing his artists. He's pushing Ken Carson. He's pushing Destroy Lonely. He's pushing Homicide Boys. He just dropped another tape. So that's another reason why you could say Cardi's taking a step back, right? Because he's also a label owner. He's also pushing his artists. So, if he drops, he's probably going to drop last. After everybody else on his label drops, he's going to drop. You know what I'm saying? So this is another thing he's saying. I've been recording new music in a cave for 3 months. This is when you lose me with the freaky artist shit. This is when you're quote unquote mysterious and all this other shit. And listen, not everybody can, I don't know which one's bad. This one. I'm gonna do this one. But anyway, this is this is when the whole mysterious shit be going over my head, right? I guess Cardi gets a pass. No other artist can get a pass for being quote unquote mysterious, freaky man. But this is what he's doing. He said, I've been recording in a cave for 3 months. What does that look like? Are you actually in a cave? Like literally in a cave? Like what are you in a house in a cave? Like what is actually the logistics of that? Because audio quality probably gonna sound hella trash, hella reverb and shit. And I don't know, bro. He said, I've been recording in Paris. I love Paris. Amazing. I was recording in a cave for like 3 months. All that music that came out is just chaotic and crazy. Then I'm in a glass house somewhere in the hills. So he probably went back to Cali. He said, the music there is just very good on the ears. And then I'm in Atlanta and the tensions are just high and the music is biting. He's a vampire. I don't know, bro. So I don't know what that means or what that is conducive to, or you know what I mean? Like, does that actually mean anything? Is he actually going to drop any music? Is this actually I think this was like interview and a Numero Berlin interview. That is where it came from, where he's talking about all this shit. And I don't know. Good photo shoot. Good way to keep shit alive. But personally, I feel like he's been doing like a lot of pseudo rollouts for like a while now. You feel me? And this is like him keeping hype. Him and Uzi both do this shit where they're spotted over here. They're reportedly doing this. They're really just living their life, but they're not vlogging it, but they're getting reported in rap articles and news instead of being a content creator and just blogging it and vlogging it and actually showing people your perspective and point of views. He had a documentary leak too. He had some content leak for people. Did he leak it on purpose? I don't know. I could see him not leaking on purpose because that could have been a part of his rollout. His whole rollout was he drops a doc about this shit. He drops some shit about whatever, but I don't know. So let me know what you think. He also said he's been by himself, just him and 2 engineers. You know what I mean? I don't know what that's conducive to. Where are the snippets? Where's the new music? When are you gonna drop? But I feel like he's only doing this to stall because he has to promote other artists. Ken Carson just dropped a good project. You feel me? They you know what I'm saying, he's focusing on that. Homicide Gang just dropped another project. Destroy Lonely just dropped another project that had that short film shit. You feel me? So I feel like he really focusing on building up his other artists and shit. And so he has to just fucking be fucking Mysterio, man. And it works. Mystique is a thing. Branding is a thing. And it's also a great way to, turn a blind eye to all the controversy that he's also been going through behind the scenes with Iggy, with his other ex-girl, all this other shit. You feel me? So I could see both ways. I could see it being a PR stunt. I could see it being a promo and a rollout. It's probably a combination of both. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. But let me know what y'all think about that as we go on to our next topic, which is maybe Ty Dolla $ign was talking about Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign are supposed to drop a project, right? And so recently he deleted a post. Ty Dolla $ign, he deletes his $, his Yeezus and the YS album post, whatever the fuck, from his Instagram. That's what he did November 3rd. And then a couple more weeks ago, or last week or something, it was let me see. There was some about him. Yeah, they canceled it. They canceled the event. So yeah, the same day, whatever, they're supposed to have this multi-stadium listening event, and that was canceled. For whatever reason, it was canceled. Whatever. Kanye is like the Elon Musk of music. He has a whole bunch of projects that he don't finish. You feel me? Like he has a million projects in his head that he feel like he got down, but he never actually. How many of them actually come out? How many of them are actually completed? Who knows? But you know what? We all, in addition to this PR, we also see him in the studio with I think Lil Baby. That means something. He's been in the studio. Like, bro, all people got to do to promote some shit, if once you up like that, it's just you being in a picture with another nigga that's up. That's all you gotta do. Niggas like me, we gotta have motherfucking promo pics. We gotta do this. We gotta have some vlog videos. We gotta show some snippets. It's a whole bunch of other shit that we gotta do, man. To each his own, bro. You know, shout out to y'all doing y'all shit. You feel me? And hopefully Kanye gonna drop. Hopefully Lil Baby gonna drop. You know, so hopefully people drop music. You feel me? I'm pro people dropping music and me reacting to the music and me being like, this is good music. I like this music. You know, that's one of my jobs. All right. So let me know if Lil Baby makes the album. Let me know. Do y'all think Lil Baby makes the album? Do you think Ty Dolla $ign gets his album put out? You feel me? Let me know if any of that is actually going to be a genuine and real thing. Okay. All right. So Lil Wayne is about to drop his shit. He is dropping the Carter 6. That's supposed to drop soon. He also dropped that tape before the Carter. I like that one song where he's like titties, 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 titties. That shit was funny. He's doing the Jersey Club. Yeah, man, that shit is funny. So if y'all ever heard that song, bro, that off the new shit, yeah, y'all gotta listen to that. That song is fucking hilarious. Like, yeah, that song is hilarious. Y'all should listen to that shit. All right, so Lil Wayne confirms he'll be releasing the Carter 6 either in December or early 2024. Do you believe him? That'd be a lot of things with news. That's why I want to ask y'all. Do you believe these niggas? I don't know if I believe them, but it'd be nice if they did. All right, so I would say if not December, then the top of the year. We don't want to bombard with 2 albums, referring to his collab album with 2. Yeah, he also dropped the collab album with 2 Chainz, and then also 2 Chainz. He just opened a strip club in Atlanta called, I think, like Candyland or something. So all that is happening too. But we gonna see. Well, yeah, it says it's from people.com. You know, he's with Skip Bayless doing his own little thing and shit. Shout out Lil Wayne. He's a legacy act. He gave us amazing music, acts, and Lil Twist. Listen, Wayne, I'm never letting you let go. You having Lil Twist and Lil Twist like being a menace with Justin Bieber. Like, I'm never letting that go. But Wayne gave us great hits, gave us great things, and he gave us Lil Twist. And never let. I want Wayne to do an interview. Yo, this is a Detroit video. Wayne should do an interview about what happened with Lil Twist. Lil Twist was punching out Kyle Massey and doing drugs with Bieber and was being a terrorist in the Hollywood Hills. Like, bro, what? Lil Twist, where is he now? What? How did he got put on? Who is this savage Negro that you got on Young Money, bro? Not enough people talk about that, and I feel like that should be its own like podcast. That should be its own documentary. Lil Twist. Lil Twist needs a dog, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna move on from there and talk about other shit. Okay, so J. Cole did his podcast with Yachty following his release of that single he did with what's it called? He did the single with Yachty called Secret Recipe. That's what it's called. It's called Secret Recipe. So following that, he is just chatting about whatever the fuck he's talking about. His recent album that he's trying to drop, that he's taking forever to drop, and how he feels inspired and uninspired. You know how people be fake inspired to do music. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this: 2 questions, and you can answer them whichever one you want first. The first question is: do you think rap was in a better space when it was like more gangster rap, more, you know what I'm saying?
And this is where Yachty already lost me. This is the most gangster time in rap, where there are real street niggas really streeting and existing in rap. Because Ice Cube and them was not really street except Easy. most of these people came up, had homies who were street niggas, but they were not the street niggas. You know what I'm saying? With exceptions, Nas, 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? People here and there, but most people were not, most of the artists were not the street nigga. You know what I'm saying? We gotta separate that. And nowadays, there's more street niggas than not. Niggas can't even stay on the street that long without getting locked up. But yeah. And also, I hate when people say music ain't that good as it used to be, because it's really not pushed as much by the mainstream. Labels aren't signing and developing acts. And so they're not developing them. They're just getting who's hot on TikTok for singles. They don't have no sustaining artists like that, because that's not the business model they're going for. Simply that's simply the reason why you're not getting the acts you used to get. But hey, bro, I'm gonna just let Yachty talk, bro. I don't want to interrupt every other time, but I probably will, because they gonna end up saying some goofy shit.
Or is it in a healthier place now with like hyper pop, mumble rap being so, prevalent?
There's both. That's the thing. There's both. See, prior to this, right, there used to be only gangster rap and then backpack rap. That was it, right? But now you have a whole other lane, the hyper pop lane, the trap nigga, the rage rap. That's a whole other cool kid lane that didn't exist before. And I feel like that's a whole nother lane that should be. The auto-tune mumble rap wave is a whole other wave that combines both the nerd rap part, the backpack rap part, with the fashion at least, and the street niggas. Cause street niggas be on the mumble rap shit too. So
And also the next question is, what's your honest opinion on the new generation? What's it missing? You know what I'm saying?
I can't say it was in a better space, because that's my favorite. That's
what?
Oh, you need that water.
Weird ass nigga.
Yeah, why do you do that? Bro, that's weird. You could have just got the water, bro. People are weird, bro.
like a baby.
I wasn't trying to interrupt him.
No, you good. Bro,
J. Cole just lost his train of thought. Look at you.
I'm a person that I try my best to accept, like you said earlier. Look at what it is, accept it for what it is. So, bro, my favorite era is what I grew up on. That's always gonna be I can't put nothing past in my mind.
So let me ask you this.
And I expect J. Cole to say that. Most people are gonna say the era they grew up on is the best era. You know what I'm saying?
Me feel how I felt outside of my own, and you know what I mean? I try to push myself to that. But bro, I'm grown.
Right.
That's what I was listening to that when I was a kid. Now it's new kids that got their new favorites, and boom, boom, boom. And so it's I wouldn't feel comfortable being hell yeah, that shit was in a better space, boom, boom, boom. Because I don't feel negatively about this space. I feel like this space is clearing the way for the next space. And the next space, do I feel like we in a golden era right now? No, I can say that. This is not no golden era. You know what I mean? But I feel like that'll turn really soon because
I don't know what Cole's referencing, bro. But if I want to just take a stop, right? And I'm gonna go back on NFR right now, because I hate this narrative. I want to debunk this narrative, bro. Because if you want to talk about lyrical rap, we are in a golden era, because we have motherfucking Griselda and their offshoots, and motherfucking Benny the Butcher is doing a song with Lil Wayne, produced by Alchemist. When would that have happened in the prior era? Alchemist was existed for 20, you know what I'm saying, some years. And I think he do have some placements with Lil Wayne, but I can't name him off top. But I know he got one now with Benny the Butcher, and the Benny Butcher, an independent. Bro, what? All right, so in what era, right, are you gonna get an Eminem album, indie nigga working with a mainstream nigga like Benny the Butcher and Wayne, an Alchemist, a producer nigga dropping the album? That ain't happening in the 90s for real. That's a new concept. The producer nigga dropping a lot of the album. There was DJ Mix, but not the producer nigga. Then you got Turbo and Gunna finna drop a single. You got Kevin Abstract, an openly gay rapper who has decent to high success, you know what I'm saying, and a group. You're gonna have Conway, another Griselda nigga. You're gonna have Kid Leroy, you know, some white boy shit. You're gonna have Earth Gang and Spillage Village, which is some Atlanta shit. Cochise with some new, which is T.I. dropping, Cochise dropping. He's some new wave jump, some rage rap shit. And then Fetty Wap is dropping with Coi Leray. And How many rappers is dropping from prison? Because I think Fetty Wap's still locked up. How many rappers is dropping from jail? Like, bro, and then you have Rhapsody featuring Hit Boy, and Hit Boy, how many, bro? Like, we don't talk about how much we let the producer rapper get on. We wasn't letting them niggas get on like that. Hit Boy is existing, and he's been doing hit records with Nas. Boom, we were critiquing Nas forever for not having no hit records and shit, right? And not having a great producer. We were judging the beats Nas was rapping on for a while. He got Hit Boy. He been dropping like 4 or 5 albums, going crazy, great beats, all this shit. In what era? We got, you know what I'm saying? We got the drug era, got Famous Dex back on drugs. I'm just kidding. We got Sonny Digital, another producer rapper. We got multiple producer rappers. Marshmello, the industry plant. We got Quideka, who's a YouTube baby rapper. You feel me? That's just a YouTube rapper type nigga. Like, the diversity for me. T Grizzly, ain't he from Memphis? No, he from Detroit. He a Detroit nigga. When was Detroit in the rap scene like that? Like, am I tripping, bro? Am I tripping? Like, to say this ain't no golden era to where we got the old heads dropping still. We got Megan Thee Stallion drop Cobra. We got female rap, a plethora of female rap, not just one, because used to just be Lil' Kim back in the day. Then we had like what, Eve for a little bit, and then we had Missy Elliott for a little bit. And we have Foxy, but like, it was just a couple. We have multiple female rappers. We have white rappers that let rock. We got some Mexican rappers that let rock. We have rappers from the West Coast to the East Coast to the. We have UK rappers, Central C. We have UK rappers popping off. We have Canadian rappers popping. The biggest rapper is a Canadian rapper. Like, so we got the diversity, Joan. Any genre of rap you can get, plus they're inventing more. I don't know, bro. It feels like y'all don't listen to music. That's how it feels like to me. It feels like y'all don't really listen to music, right? And because what y'all hear on the mainstream is what it is, that, oh, music nowadays is trash. We're not in the golden era. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Like, really, like, fuck out of here. Like, that should be pissing me off, because y'all be saying this shit just because everyone, the new singles that come out, these TikTok rappers that come out, right, don't be it. And y'all be mad because they be on their viral shit, right? And I don't deny that, okay? That exists. But that's always exists. There's always been like the meme rap. You know what I'm saying? There's always been like, what was Vanilla Ice? Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, y'all like the hot single. We didn't get some freaky nigga and some freaky fit to do some freaky dance in the 90s and the 80s and shit. Like, y'all had to, like, that was not that never existed. It was just like, oh, we supported, you know what I'm saying, more lyrical rap. That's true. But that's also was because the youth like that. The youth ain't even on that no more. They on the mumble rap, and they on the trap rap, and they on the hyper pop shit. That's what they on. So it's really that. But hey, man, teach his own. Let's see what else J. Cole got to say, bro.
Feel about first week numbers.
They changed. They don't. It's not black and white like it used to be.
What do you mean?
Like,
first week sales are what they are because of streaming. It's going lower because people are streaming different things, right? And then on top of that, people like the label used to pre-buy albums and shit. Like, all the numbers was inflated then as they are now, but just for different reasons.
Back in the days when there was gatekeepers and record labels, and that barrier of entry was what it was, you knew it was clear to see what was a success and what was a flop.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Cannabis' first album, like, this was a big deal back then.
Cool.
Cannabis. You ever heard his rapper named Cannabis? So he a rapper that, like, he
Man, y'all didn't ever heard of Cannabis, bro? I heard of Cannabis. Me, y'all the same age. That's funny.
was the one.
Mm.
He was insane. I'm talking about he's the rapper that other rappers feared. Like, he was coming up, and probably the other rappers that was nice at the time was probably looking like, all right, what he gonna do? Because he was vicious.
Mm.
And his first album came out. And at that time, bro, his album was considered a flop. And at that time, he probably did, I don't even know the numbers. We can check the numbers, but he did hundreds of thousands. You know what I mean? Like,
according to the album sales Watchdog SoundScan, Battle Rhymer Cannabis debuted and sold 127,000 copies in the week of September 13th, enough to send it to the second highest spot on the album chart in its first week of release, right? And they call that a flop. But also, like, bro, What hasn't changed, like certain things haven't changed, right? Battle rappers have never been like that. Like, unless you call like Eminem. He doesn't currently battle rap. Well, Eminem was a battle rapper. I'll say Eminem is a very successful battle rapper, but most battle rappers are not good songwriters. That has always been true. Most battle rappers, you put them in the booth and they can't make a song, but they're really good in a battle rap set. That's like been true forever. So it doesn't shock me he didn't sell as much as everybody else because they were scared of his pen on the rapping side, but they probably wasn't scared of his pen as a songwriter. Like, bro, come on, bro.
Maybe 100, maybe 200, but he didn't do 20. You know what I mean?
That is true. Today's flops are genuine flops. People are not listening to that shit.
He did hundreds, and he was a flop. It was easier back then because
how do you feel about First Week?
Fan base, and these sales ain't even based off the amount of people. They based on streams. Like, god damn, that's hard. We can't even quantify it and how many people bought your albums. It's how many people stream. So it's like I feel like you can do 10 today, 15, 20, and it's not a flop. It's situational.
But my question to you is
I agree with that though. I do think a flop is situational based on your fan base, based on who else is dropping at the time, which that's been time old. But yeah, I think a flop is definitely it's situational. I don't think everybody that sells 30K flops. I feel like if you're a new artist, you sell 30K, it's a decent release. People are listening to you. Streaming era, people don't physically buy albums. So yeah. But also, you can make the argument like the label wasn't making as much back then as they are now, too. Like labels are making the most they've ever made off of streaming, but they also say that music isn't selling as much, which that's a conversation that we should have. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Like, I just feel like niggas don't like music no more. Niggas aren't fans. Niggas aren't going through, like, people used to go back in the day, go to record shops and used to dig up, shit in the crate. Are people going into Spotify and just looking up the music they like, going on YouTube and just looking up certain genres and just finding the new shit? They not. So I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Do agree that First Week numbers equals whether you flopped or not? That's kinda what I'm asking.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't. I think back in the days that was a conversation, but I don't feel like that applies to today.
I has a scale of measurement too.
I mean, it's the biggest, and
you think it's the biggest scale of measurement?
Unfortunately,
I don't think people give. I mean, of course, you would know better than me because you probably more in it.
You don't think people give a fuck?
I think it's a fake conversation. I think it's just a way to like either praise who you like or to shit on who you don't like. But it's like, man, nobody really care. If you my favorite artist, you did 4,000 your first week. You think I'm gonna be like, man?
No, but I think if you wanted to, I think a lot of people don't.
I think that's a true take. If that's your favorite rapper, you don't care how much they sell. That's true.
Have a mind for their own to where if they wanted to
career.
Yeah, I feel like that's straight. But yeah, if y'all want to look that up, I recommend y'all check out the Yachty podcast with J. Cole. They talk about their shit. They talked about Soulja Boy, and I think Soulja Boy started feeling away because he was being talked about. You can't mention Soulja Boy without him activating. Essentially. So, and also this is cloud season. So between the end of the year and the top of the year is when Soulja Boy activates. You don't hear from Soulja Boy any other time of the year except for the end of the year and the beginning of the year. I always notice that. So cloud season, Soulja Boy.
Fuck y'all niggas old, nigga. Y'all niggas suck. I was like, nigga, crank that lit. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Don't nobody listen to y'all type of music no more. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it was a whole beef, like with old hip hop and new hip hop. So after a couple years passed, and I kept going platinum.
And listen, also that niggas didn't give Soulja Boy enough credit, bro. He the original like mumble rap nigga, the original internet nigga that people was hating on when the old heads was coming on and the new nigga. Yo, Soulja Boy really the gap, bro. And the fact that he's still relevant today is because he an internet nigga who understand the internet, understand media, understand how to control the narrative, all that shit. And the entrepreneur. Yeah. He also a scammer.
And I kept getting money. And they see I wasn't no one-hit wonder.
I don't know if he is scammer, but he does scam like behavior. Like, how rappers be lying and shit and just be making up bullshit. Like, he be doing that.
I wasn't going away. They started embracing me. Like, oh, we fuck with Soulja Boy now. Because I guess they seen that I was going to stay around. And then all the new artists started coming out too, getting deals after me, making new hip hop like how I was making. So everybody, it just became the normal. Like all the music we hear today, all the young niggas that's out today, all the new music, they get to rock out because nigga, I kicked the door down. I was the first nigga that got.
That is true. Yeah. We need to owe a lot more. We need to give a lot more credit to Soulja Boy because he really kicked the door down and turns an internet viral nigga. And as an independent nigga, because Crank That, I think, is an independent record, and he made like 11 million off of that solo, and people don't give him enough credit for that. Shout out Soulja Boy.
And brought the new music, like, you know what I'm saying, young music, shit that we hear today. So I've been dealing with this shit my whole fucking career. You feel me? Like, I basically had to fight to get in the music industry. I had to fight to fucking just make music and just be a part of the industry. Niggas ain't want me in the industry because they like, we don't like the type of music he making. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So boom, I did all that, bro. My whole career, you know what I'm saying? I got signed in 2007. I probably like 2010, 2011, they started accepting me. You know what I'm saying? Around my third album, they started like, and bro,
how many of y'all know Soulja Boy third album? Soulja Boy got hits, boys. Stop playing with Soulja Boy, bro. Big Soulja.
Like, okay, he gonna
Big Draco.
Gonna be here to stay. You feel me? So fast forward today, I wake up. Why are we still talking about this narrative? Why are we still talking about my first single? Why are we still talking about how you felt? Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, nigga, you ain't never seen me went on an interview talking about Big Sean music. You ain't never seen me go on an interview talking about J. Cole music. You could pull up an interview right now with Big Sean hating on me. Soulja Boy, I don't like that nigga hip hop. I don't rap like him. J. Cole, I didn't understand. So all these niggas like, bro, who is y'all? Who is y'all? Nigga, we don't like y'all music. Like, y'all niggas is clout, bro. Y'all niggas is...
I do think lyrical niggas clout chase in a different way than niggas like Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy will directly be like, F you, like, yo, shit, pull up, Big Draco, you feel me? J. Cole will be like, well, back in the day, I ain't gonna lie, I was actually not feeling with this nigga, you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand at the time that this music was really da-da-da. And then I looked at the kids and they said, wow, they actually like this music. Maybe I'm just a hater. And like, he'll intellectually hate on a nigga. That's what J. Cole be doing, bro. And not a lot of people be checking that shit. Like how, like we're like 1985 or 1984, bro, whichever song he did. He was talking about Lil Pump. Lil Pump's still rich. Lil Pump, it's fine. He do OnlyFans, he do a shows overseas. Lil Pump's still making money. He's not broke like a lot of broke rappers, not like Smoke Perp, not like his friend Smoke Perp. Soulja Boy is straight, he still making. I mean, Lil Pump's still making bread. And he was saying hating on that nigga. He was like, listen, bro, you new rappers are stupid as fuck. And I don't know what y'all finna do when tax season hit. Y'all better pay your taxes. And he do owe money in taxes. That's funny. It's funny that Lil Pump does. I think he did owe money. He had to pay that shit back. That shit funny as hell. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think people be hating on Soulja Boy too much without giving respect to the fact that he done ushered in a lot of these niggas, you feel me? Or what y'all think, bro? They dragging that shit long as hell. Yeah, damn. You ain't say nothing? All right, I think that's it. Yeah, but I need to find the clip of what J. Cole is talking about Soulja Boy. But I probably can't find that shit. So until then, you know, check out that J. Cole interview with Lil Yachty and shit. You feel me? And yeah. But yeah, we gonna move on. So give respect to Big Soulja. Feel me? All right, so sales. You know, after Halloween drop, people be bumming Thriller and shit. So that's sold 18K first week. You know what I'm saying? So people not talking about that shit. That's like the equivalent of Mariah Carey dropping her holiday single shit because she about to, you know, everybody about to do her version of All I Want for Christmas and shit. That's gonna be everywhere. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. And I really want to talk about Taylor Swift because she sold damn near 1.6 million on her first week for her re-recording in 1989, right? All right, so labels is mad as fuck, bro. They are tight. They're mad that this is happening, right? Because it's in people contract that after you get out your contract, you can re-record your prior music and re-put it out. That's what you can do. So that a lot of people do that, have done that before. Like all heads and shit be doing that because it'd be like, oh, you can't re-record and put out your music for like 20 years or whatever, 10 years. So that's been a thing for a while. But I think Taylor Swift deal was different because she immediately after the Scooter Braun shit, so immediately started recording her own shit and been doing numbers and been going so crazy, like historic. This has been a historic re-release of Taylor Swift music. She repackaging it. She going on tour. She doing all this shit, right? And people are hating. They mad as hell, right? To the point where they're basically putting it in the contract that you cannot do this no more. So I want to see if I can find the post. But yeah, they basically say you can't. They're basically making it so difficult to do because Taylor Swift is eating too much. She making too much money. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever somebody finds and unlocks like a new way to make money in the music industry, the label is going to find a way to counteract that because they hate when rappers make new money. Maybe it's not on this one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So whenever so always peep that shit. Whenever somebody is super successful, another example of this is Bad Bunny, right? So when Bad Bunny was doing this tour, people don't know that Bad Bunny is an independent artist, right? So because Bad Bunny is an independent artist, right? They're gonna make their deals more strict, you know what I'm saying? Because now they signing the Latin people and they're not signing them, they're probably gonna sign them more strictly, or maybe give like Central C, he's a UK artist, and so he's doing a deal right now to where he is doing like a deal just for his US releases. You know what I'm saying? Because he an independent artist, so all the money he making is going all to him. So yeah, so look, all right, boom, I found it. All right, so people are mad as they mad. The label's kicking and screaming because they are crying about how they can't make no money in the music. They don't want to develop no artists. They don't want to do no work, but then they mad when artists find a way because we are the creatives. Do not let people stop you from being creative. Creatives get to that money when they work hard enough. All right, so Billboard reports that labels are trying to keep artists from re-recording their songs for longer periods of time, and in some cases, ever again. This comes out of Taylor Swift re-recorded her own music and is doing crazy numbers, right? So this is from insert post here. I don't know where it's from. But yeah, so while Taylor Swift has been racking up billions of streams with updated Taylor's versions, re-recordings of her original hits over the past couple years, being cultural moments out of old material, simultaneously driving down the value of her original recordings. That's another thing too. She is driving down the value when she says I'm anti-label like Prince. She's going full anti-label, so because she's going full anti-label, the fans are not going to support the original music. They're going to only listen to the Taylor version, her version. And you know, so I think she just became a billionaire off this shit too, doing this and doing her own tour. So yeah, she really in this rock star period of her life. Like damn near every old legacy act should re-record. If you got real fans, you should re-record their version and shit. So yeah, so it's driving down the value of the original recordings that were sold away from her. Record companies have been working to prohibit this sort of thing from happening again. So yeah, if you get it off once, they're gonna make sure it don't happen again. That's the issue. Yeah. So major labels, Universal, Sony, and Warner, the big three, of course, they've recently overhauled the contracts for new signees. So yeah, they go back to the new signees. They're like, you are not gonna re-record shit. I'm gonna make sure you don't re-record nothing. All right, so the overhaul contracts for new signees, according to the top music attorneys, some demanding artists wait an unprecedented 10 to 15 or even 30 years. Okay, so prior to, you could probably just re-record it. They didn't have nothing. There was no clause that you couldn't re-record it. It was like you had to wait this amount of time just to own your masters back. That's typically what it is. It was like licensing, they loan it back to you after whatever, after they made all the money possible off that shit. Yeah, so yeah, an unprecedented 10 to 15, even 30 years. So imagine you gotta wait 30 years to record your own shit. That shit crazy. After departing from the record companies. The first time I saw it, I tried to get rid of it entirely, says Josh Karp, a veteran attorney who viewed the new, you know what I'm saying? They viewed the new stuff as terrible. They fuck with it. So yeah. So they were beefing. They mad as hell. All right, so then they said for decades, the standard major label recording contract stated artists had to wait had to wait for the latter of two periods to expire before they could put out their re-recording versions, Swift style. It could have been 5 to 7 years from the release of the original. All right, so yeah, because Taylor Swift released this shit in like the early 2010s and shit. I think she came out in very late 2000s, but let's just say early 2010s. It's been that amount of time. 5 to 8. It's already been that time. That's why she's re-releasing it. Boom. So it could have been 5 to 7 years from the date of the original, or 2 years after the contract expired. So boom, after her contract expired, boom, she going. Today, attorneys are receiving label contracts that expand the period to 10 to 15 years or more, and attorneys are pushing back. It becomes one of the multitude of items you're fighting, Josh Carp says. Yeah, so here, Josh Carp, I think he's a industry attorney, and he's probably fighting for, like, this is cap. You shouldn't be able to do this. I disagree with this, and I'm fighting for the rights of my artists, probably, obviously. All right, so I recently did a big deal with a very big indie that had a 30-year re-record restriction in it, which obviously is much longer than I'm used to seeing, says Gantir Suvar, attorney for Cigarettes After Sex, Built to Spill, and Jeff Rosenstock. For those of y'all who don't know, these are like indie rock acts. I like Cigarettes After Sex a lot. I've heard Jeff Rosenstock stuff too. Yeah, these are like indie rock acts, and maybe Jeff Rosenstock, I'm sure, but maybe he does electronic music. But yeah. So he said, I think the majors are also trying to expand their re-record restrictions, but in a more measured way. Okay, so until June 2019, when Swift announced that she would re-record her first 6 albums, the concept of drawing fans to new versions of old songs was a music business niche, right? Frank Sinatra re-recorded a number. See, this is a new concept. See, people have done this before, like I said. So Frank Sinatra did it before. In recent years, Def Leppard and Squeeze versions had minimal commercial success. But after venture capitalist and long-term Justin Bieber manager Scooter Braun, which, hey, a lot of people got beef with Scooter Braun. I applaud him as a music business, a very ruthless music business executive manager. He managed, Scooter Braun. He managed Justin Bieber. He's most known for for Justin Bieber, if y'all don't know. All right, so he purchased Swift's own label, Big Machine Music Group, which is like the little boutique label she was signed to that later signed her to the big label. That's how normal these production companies sign these acts when they're small. They then sell their contracts to major labels. But they often own the original masters sometimes, and sometimes they sell them. It'd be independent. So in this case, Big Machine Music Group owned all Taylor Swift's original shit, right? And Scooter Braun had this fucking venture capitalist firm buy that out, and she didn't even have an opportunity to purchase it herself. She probably had the money to buy it herself, but she wasn't even given the option to do so. Scooter Braun came on some demon time and just bought it all herself, right? And she wasn't even given the option. She failed to reobtain her original master recordings, right? The business transaction was personal to Swift. She accused Braun of incessant manipulative bullying, which I imagine to be like backroom deals in the music industry, like she's probably talking crazy about Taylor Swift behind the scenes, probably telling people, hey, if you don't do what I want, if you don't twist these arms and sell to me, you'll never have you never work in the business again. I'll make sure you never work with this. I'll probably partner with this venue, that venue, and this venue so that you can have your artists can ever do shows at my venues again. Like, people get pretty crazy, you feel me, in the industry. It's very close to organized crime. I'll just say that. So they do a lot of manipulative tactics. This is probably one of many that, that they've done, right? And she encouraged her huge fan base and sympathetic radio programmers, right? And sympathetic radio. So probably was tapped into, this is what, if you a big artist and you ain't building no good reputation, you feel me? Taylor Swift, she got a good reputation, right? She good. She built good reputation with everybody that she works with. So because she leveraged her relationships. Scooter Braun got his relationships. She leveraged her relationships and even got the radio programmers to fuck with her. And I think that's a great feat. That's a great music business feat, to get the radio programmers to fuck with you over Scooter Braun. Normally people be picking the executives and the labels all the time. So her getting that's a feat by itself, should be applauded. This is deep dive music business talk right now. You feel me? So she got radio programmers and her fan base, and which people should do. If you have a strong fan base, you should be able to do this, right? To exclusively play new versions of Fearless, Red, and her other releases. right? So suddenly the concept of re-recording masters has evolved from an archaic fine print buried in record deals to a widely scrutinized cause celebre. Obviously, this is a big headline topic, the Taylor Swift thing, Sabar says. Labels, of course, are going to want to do whatever they can to address that and to prevent it, but there's only so much they can do. Artist representatives are going to push back against that, and a certain standard is ingrained in our industry that is not easy to move away from. All right, so that is going to be a thing. You know what I'm saying? I want that to be, you know, acknowledged. That's going to be a hot button topic. Artists trying to fight for their master. I know NBA Youngboy, he tried to fight to get his masters back. Sorry. He tried to get his masters back. It was unsuccessful. So I don't know if he's going to re-record. But yeah, that's a crazy thing. But speaking of NBA Youngboy, we're going to go into our next topic. So he has been in house arrest, right? For like at this point, like 2 years now, right? And he beat one of his cases, but he's still waiting on his second case that he has to beat. That's I think another Fed case, and he's on house arrest until that trial date. It's been a while, you know. It's been 2 years of him being on house arrest. You know, speedy trial, whatever the fuck. So now this media outlet, All Hip Hop, is reporting that Youngboy's team has put in a request to the court for adjustments to his house arrest terms, as they say that's negatively impacting his mental health. All right, so the saga leading to NBA Youngboy's house arrest began in Baton Rouge police operation in 2020, culminating in charges of firearms and narcotics possession. Let me see. Let me make my thing bigger. All right. A federal indictment followed, leading to further legal entanglements, including an arrest in Los Angeles where a firearm was found in his possession. Subsequent legal proceedings saw NBA Youngboy subjected to stringent bail conditions, significantly restricting his movement. Despite facing these challenges, NBA Youngboy's defense insists that he has been compliant with all pretrial conditions, notably since his acquittal in the California acquittal charges in July of 2022, because he beat the case, the California charges in 2022. This is when he was like, he got caught with the gun and he started doing the dash and shit. So yeah, that is that. He beat that case, I think. And now he's waiting on the Baton Rouge case, which is him with the gun in the video, and he's on probation, so he shouldn't have no guns with him. That's what he's waiting on, right? So the request for the house arrest modification is a response to over a year of adherence to conditions and effort by his defense to ease limitations that have been placed, that have placed a strain on his mental health and impeded his professional endeavors, right? Because he can't do shows. He has to get specific permission from his judge to even have people over his house. I think that includes family members too. So he has to get permission to just have people at his house. He cannot leave his house at all. He hasn't been able to leave his house for a while, right? So under the current house arrest terms, NBA Youngboy is only allowed to leave his home for specific reasons, which have impeded his ability to record new music, shoot videos, and make personal appearances, activities integral to his career as a recording artist. So if you haven't seen any of his newer music videos for the past 2 years, they've all been in his house. He's been wearing a whole bunch of different fits pretty much in different parts. He's shooting a music video in his garage. He wears like 50 fits in his garage. Boom, I'm gonna shoot a music video in my fucking drawer closet. But I have NBA Youngboy, I have a big ass closet. So boom, I have all this shit in my closet. Boom. Like, and then he's shooting a music video like at his house. Like, it's just different versions. He keeps having to reappropriate versions of his own house to create content. I'm sure that's getting stale. I'm sure him being in his house by himself is getting not by himself. He's with his wife. I don't know if he's legally married, his baby mom, one of his baby moms, and his kids, but still, like, you want to go outside, you feel me? All right, so being confined to his home and unable to complete his employment obligations has led to great anxiety, depression, loss of weight, and sleep. NBA Youngboy has been visibly stressed and has expressed concern and loss of hope that he will be able to return to his return to his contracted employment obligation. His lawyer, James P. Menace, explain. Probably butcher his name. All right. So the requested modifications center on broadening the scope of employment-related activities for greater flexibility and participation in his professional obligations, which probably include like, can I do shows? Can I do appearances? Can I tour? He probably wants to tour. Probably will make a whole bunch more money. He makes a killing off of his catalog, but he will still probably make even more money if he was allowed to tour. So yeah, that's another thing. Government lawyers have expressed concerns regarding the potential broadness of activities classified as employment related, suggesting a risk of loosening the restrictions more than intended. NBA YoungBoy's legal said that they're willing to negotiate precise definitions, assuring continued GPS monitoring and limited geographical movement. However, an agreement remains elusive, with the government declining the proposal. The judge yet to rule. All right, so they had to rule, but people be saying like he rich, like 2 years on house arrest would turn anyone crazy. One comment said, "Nigga is rich. If I had bro type of bread, I wouldn't give a fuck about staying in the mansion all day." He also, so that's what people are saying in the comments. It's easy to look from the outside looking in, right? I could also say like I'm a homebody. I have no problem staying in the house for 2 years. If I'm rich, I can order anything I want. If my main bitch lets me fuck other hoes and I can just fly them into my house and smash, like, what more could I ask for? I would be chilling, right? I'd be watching anime all day, chilling. I would catch up on all the oldies. My ass would be chilling. But, some people like going outside. Some people get stir crazy. You see how everybody was acting during pandemic, right? During the pandemic, people couldn't stay in their house. People were fucking tripping, going insane and fucking in their head. They couldn't even understand the idea of stay at home and stay in place. They fucking were protesting against the shit. They were losing their mind. So I'm not saying my own boys like that, but he's been in house arrest for 2 years, bro. It's fucking house arrest, bro. Like, it's still house arrest. It still sucks. I still can't have anybody over. Don't feel sorry for this nigga going through it in Utah. Him on the streets negatively impacts the citizens' mental health. So yeah, people feel one way or the other. I try to have sympathy for people going through the legal system. It's a very unforgiving system, and very few people get out, and that's probably a lot. So we will continue to see what becomes of him. Speaking of legal drama, we have NBA. We got Young Thug. This is like some new pictures of him out in court, and people be roasting him saying he gained weight, but hey, he probably not on drugs no more. You know what I'm saying? That's probably he's either getting drugs into him in jail and him not moving around, probably making him gain weight, or he's not doing no drugs and he's actually eating food, and then he's probably gonna gain weight because that's what happens to people sometimes. Combination of that. Also depression eating. Also, what they feed you in jail is not good. So all that's a combination, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that was Sexy Red showing support. You know what I'm saying? They just want people free Young Thug. As an update of him in court, I think his trial is supposed to start soon. What they say? Yeah, I think his trial is supposed to start soon. So yeah, we're gonna continue to be updated about that situation because him doing like the jury selection has been the longest in Georgia history. So yeah, he's right to speedy trial. Like, that's how I feel. Give niggas their rights. But let me see. Russ had been talking about a lot of music and shit. You know what I'm saying? He giving out game. He said singles get people attention, and then your catalog is what keeps them. I agree, right? Because people be talking about single culture and shit like that, and they be hating on people that they be getting on with they single and whatnot, and blah blah blah. All these fucking TikTok singles, I can't stand them. Blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, like, singles is what grab people towards you. That's what get people to even listen to you in the first place. You know what I'm saying? More times than not. Most people don't listen to people full albums off a recommendation. People are more likely to listen to a single off rip. Good singles get way more attention than not. So we should acknowledge that, and that's just a thing. Like, we act like that's not the case, and that's very much the case. Like, I don't know what people are talking about. Like, so yeah, but catalog is what makes people rich. Now, a lot of people do not get rich off streaming. Spotify even recently said they're not paying people no more unless you get a certain amount of listeners and whatnot. So all that is true. And we're going to continue to, talk that business talk. You know what I'm saying? Giving y'all the great info about this shit. All right. So let me see. The guy who's a suspect in Tupac's murder case, he can't afford a lawyer and he'll use a public defender. So I'm dead. Academic said bro needed one more Vlad TV interview to afford the lawyer. Oh, I'm dead. Y'all funny, bro. This man fighting for his life. And he old. That sucks being in jail and you old. That must be fucking trash. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, being in jail and being old, that ain't the move, bro. And then I think they'd have named a street. They'd have named a street after Tupac, but I can't find it right now. We're gonna keep it moving with the goofiness. All right, so another people going to jail is so 6ix9ine, right? He can't leave DR because he got arrested in DR for jumping his 2 producers because I think they were talking to his girl crazy or like trying to get at her or I don't know. So after that, he jumped them. Either he beat both of them up or he had multiple niggas come and beat both of them up, and he also beat them up. So he revealed he's not allowed to leave Dominican Republic for 6 months after he allegedly jumped 2 producers in the studio for his girlfriend. He's currently not in jail, but isn't allowed to leave the country and go back to the U.S. So, hey, man, when people traveling to foreign countries acting a fool, showing your ass, bro, that's what y'all get. Stop showing your ass in these foreign countries, bro. Chill out. Do your job. Record music. Just, you know what I'm saying? Relax. Like, doing all this extra shit, bro, like, you could have just pulled an American card and called the police. Instead, you chose to wild the fuck out in DR. Now look at you. Now you can't leave. Goofy. You know what I'm saying? He thought he is a snitch in the U.S. He feel like all the authorities supposed to like him. But no, they ain't gonna like you, bro. Like, what you thought? This is insane. This is the insanity of a lot of people, bro. People will just, and also, like, a lot of people don't learn their lesson, right? He still think he thug. He beating up people, right? He just got jumped at the fitness spot in Miami. So then he thought him going to DR, he's straight. No, and they ain't getting wild out, start beating up people. No, bruh. They gonna arrest you. They arrested him. They had him dragging through the court system, all type of shit. And he had enough money to afford the lawyer, so he's straight. But you can't leave. Now you stuck in DR. Now look at you. Now you stuck in DR. Joe, goofy ass. All right, bro. This probably gonna be this next topic probably gonna be my last topic. I'm gonna get out here with y'all. All right, so G Herbo. G Herbo, he's alleging that he's owed $40 million after unfair one-sided deals with ex-manager and label. Y'all think G Herbo grossed $40 million? I don't know if he's making that much. I don't know. I think he could be trying to beat. He's trying to, he's in a case. I think he about to go to jail. And so the fraud case, he got to pay all this money back. And he wants some money for himself. I feel like that's what it is. All right. So Academics said this. Here's the story. G Herbo is taking legal action against his former manager and label, alleging he's owed tens of millions of dollars after years of unfair and one-sided deals. As first reported by All Hip Hop, Herbo alleges he's owed a total of $40 million, broken down as $20 million for alleged defamation and another $20 million for alleged fiduciary duty failure in connection with his year spent as a client of former manager and Machine Entertainment co-founder Joseph J.B. Bowden. Meanwhile, Machine alleges G Herbo owes them more than $8 million, a figure G Herbo has disputed in detail. According to G Herbo's legal team, his lack of knowledge about the music industry was taken advantage of starting when he was still a minor. So if he was signed when he was a minor, then honestly, all his contracts should be void, right? So, you know what I'm saying? He could do that and do the finesse. But hey, man, this goes back to, I just was talking about Taylor Swift, right? Taylor Swift did her due diligence and figured out the business and figured out her loopholes and talked to her lawyers and how to, finesse the label and get her money up. And meanwhile, you have people like G Herbo who just crying, writhing in the mud because they said they don't understand the industry. And because didn't understand the industry, I was taken advantage of. Here's some lessons we can learn. After I read this, I'm going to tell you. There's a lot of lessons. All right. So he said his lack of knowledge about the music industry was taken advantage of starting when he was still a minor. In short, Bowden is accused of having ensured that G Herbo would have no access to the money he earned. Through his practices, it's further alleged that Bowden had designs on making sure G Herbo was forever indebted to him and the label. But that's pretty much how, a lot of record labels work by themselves. All right. So Herbo wants to hold the defendants wants to hold the defendants to a release agreement from August of this year, which he claims Bodden and company have tried to get out of by making allegations of being threatened with guns and violence, which doesn't help because G Herbo, that is your marketing. So, a judge more likely to believe that when they go and look up all your music videos and see you with guns and rapping about violence. Anyway, per Herbo's lawyer, these allegations are outright lies. And I can see them being outright lies, but your marketing doesn't help you. Your media doesn't help you. How you was acting towards Funny Marco in the interview, none of that is helpful to you. You should have been a nice guy. All right, Complex has reached out to a rep for G Herbo for comment, as well as to his lawyer. This story may be updated, right? As you may recall, Herbo previously opened up about his label and management situation in a video shared on Instagram early this year. All artists, young artists, you got to stand your ground with what's right, Herbo said in the clip, originally shared back in September. I'm blessed to be able to do this, to have the resources to be able to still provide for myself and my family, and to go to war in this way, the right way, the legal way, the righteous way, and win. All right, so that's why people were saying, and then, he's also fighting like this fraud case and shit like that. So all that probably all linked together. Probably like the label might have been doing credit card fraud out in his name, doing shows, doing all type of, fraud and junk. G Herbo not even receiving that much money, you feel me? Or they're buying him gifts, whatever, so he'll shut up and not ask about where his actual money is. And then, he's caught in the loop of, what's going on, what's not going on and shit. But yeah, like I said earlier, you have Taylor Swift over here who, is not playing ignorant, is choosing to educate herself about the industry and what she can do to make some money, right? How can I make more money? How can I, I'm in this fucked up deal. They're selling my masters. They're doing me dirty as fuck. They want me to never win. How can I win, right? She, weaponized her army, her fan base, and she went to work and is now releasing music, going on tour and all this shit. G Herbo, on the other hand, is, doing the law route, and he's suing, and he's hoping that he can get his money back. Will this be successful? I don't know, because he's also like finding the legal cases with fraud and junk, and he's supposed to be sentenced. I don't know. That I could report better on that. I could look up more facts about that. But I know he's fighting a case right now, or is fighting a case, or lost the case. One of those things having to do with fraud, not having your business together. You know what I'm saying? In short, you should have your business together. If your business is not together, all this is liable to happen. Like, you can fucking all this cap, you get accused of fraud, people not paying their taxes, you get late on your taxes like Wesley Snipes, you can go to jail. If you don't, pay everybody, you feel me, people will call you a scammer and say you don't pay nobody, you feel me, a la Glorilla and her assistant saying she ain't paying nobody, you feel me. You got to have your business together, you know what I mean? If your business is together, you run a less chance of a risk of you going through this type of thing. And even on top of all that, you could be an artist's biggest runner. She got like 9 million stolen from her. You feel me? And she had to fight for all that back in court and whatnot. So the legal battle is the right way to go about doing things. I do feel like it's unfair that all that the people that he's suing can say is we were threatened with guns and violence, and the judge might look the other way because you are a gangster rapper and a lot of your music and your media is you showing guns and talking about the violence you want to do to other people. So that's unfortunate, but on the other hand, that doesn't look good when you was meeting the Funny Marco, man. So all that ties together and it paints a certain narrative, and we'll see how this turns out. But it's not looking good. In general, artists, young artists, this shouldn't be continuing to happen to where artists, it doesn't know the business, right? This shouldn't be a continuing trend of I signed, I know nothing. But honestly, this is another reason why labels also made this thing of once you're past a certain age, you shouldn't be doing music. You should do something else. I think Charleston White was just doing an interview like, if you're 30, you shouldn't be rapping anymore. You should do something else, be a producer, be just do something else. Because but my only pushback to that is Griselda just got on and they all in their 30s, you know what I'm saying? And they properly did their business the right way. You feel me? Well, they said they just signed to Shady Records and they left. But the point is they were independent and they own their stuff, and they are now moving in an independent fashion, right? They were always Griselda You know what I mean? At the end of the day, still have brand awareness and their own thing. People should move in that manner. People should know their business. You've seen the City Girls talk about how they didn't get any label support, right? They know their business. They know what's going on, right? Not knowing what's going on in your label is your fault. It is the label's fault for not informing you, but also it's your fault for not making sure you're on top of the label. You feel me? Because they are incentivized to screw you over, right? They're incentivized to screw you over and make sure you do as much work until you go literally crazy or OD and die. And then they have the death clause and the life insurance taken out so they can make all the money off of you. They are banking on you crashing out, going to jail. They are, you know what I'm saying? They are hoping that you do, because if you get a hit single and then you're in jail, how you going to fight for all your rights and when you're locked up? You're not going to. How you going to fight for all your rights and whatnot when you're dead? You're not going to. So in general, I feel like, you know, a lot more artists should be on top of their business. They should inform themselves as much as possible about the music business, about their deals, have good lawyers, talk to your lawyers, have your lawyer be your best friend, get a lawyer friend, have a team around you of people you actually trust that's less likely to screw you over, so that when you go and do a deal, when some stranger comes and offers you a sack of money, that you're not taking it and then also getting screwed on the back end. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Hope y'all been listening, tuning in, Tune TV. I'll be back to see y'all on Tuesday. I got a single out. Listen to it. Probably gonna drop another single. And yeah, I love y'all.